What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Awakened Toast here, and today, welcome back to another Blade and Sorcery video. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be continuing the ranking series that we started probably about 4 to 5 days ago. Depending on when this video goes live, it should be sometime around there. But if you guys do remember, in that video, the weapon that we reviewed was this beautiful maul. And when it comes down to using something blunt, I'm not really used to using these types of weapons, just because the sole fact, I like my bladed weapons. I like that type of combat a little bit better, but overall, I was genuinely surprised with how well this thing worked. I think the last video that we ended up doing it, we ranked it at about a 6. And how this ranking system is going to work is we're going to be doing it out of 10. And this is going to be based on the versatility, the damage of the weapon handling, and just the overall quality of how well this weapon works. And how this series is going to work is I'm going to be taking your guys' recommendations for the next videos to cover on this series. So on the last video, a lot of you guys recommended to go and use the War Sword. And this is one of the weapons that I've tried a little bit in U10, but not too much. Overall, I really did enjoy the time that I had with it. And I'm actually really excited to do a dedicated video on this. The weird thing about it is the fact that it kind of feels like it has the ability to be one-handed, but in the same way, it's got that double grip point. So overall, you're going to have a lot more speed and a lot more damage to do when you got this thing two-handed. But yeah, if you guys do end up enjoying this video and would like to see more content made on some more Blade and Sorcery, then be sure to smash that motherfucking thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, so you guys can stay up to date with all the VR content we post. And also, before we hop into this video, I do want to say that we are running our 10-year celebration. Some of you may know that I made a video earlier talking about our merch drop that we have for the 10-year birthday. And what I ended up doing is I went and dropped the prices on some of the merchandise just because I felt like the old margins might have been a little bit too high. So I ended up making the sweatshirts around $45 and I made the hats only $30. The biggest thing about this merchandise is that once it's gone, it's gone. So any of you guys out there that do want to help support the channel and just show some love for our first ever merchandise drop, I would really appreciate it if you guys could go and stop by and click the link down in the description below. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about time we go and get this video started. I really hope that you guys are enjoying this little series that we got started, because I felt like, you know, we play so much Blade and Sorcery, but we've only done like mod coverage. And in the way of that, like, mod coverage is great and all, but we really never had like an actually dedicated series to playing this game. And now I feel like we finally have the opportunity to do something like that. The best part about this entire series too is the fact that it's going to allow me to get like out of my comfort zone and use different weapons, because I got so comfortable just using like a set assortment of weapons and also just modded ones. But now we actually have the opportunity to kind of like lay back and have you guys control what we do for this series. Okay, so this one I definitely want to focus on doing some 1v1s so I can really get a good understanding of how this weapon works. I think to start it off, I am going to try it one-handed, because I did see a few comments of people recommending that they liked it with the one hand. So I just want to see how the weapon actually feels in terms of its combat this way. It feels like the blocking might be better using two hands. I mean, overall the one hand is alright, but it just feels like I can't get enough power behind those swings. Maybe if I got like a jab, something like that, that might work a little bit better. Oh, she's got a shield. Okay, one second. Let me just grab that out of your hand. Oh, okay. That was a little bit harder than I was hoping to have there, but she kind of took a large fall. I don't know. The one hand is all right. I think for jabbing wise, the one hand will probably be better, but overall, I think it's definitely a two-handed weapon. Like, I don't know if it's going to be as useful using it with a one-armed combat style here. Yeah, like even there, we can get the knockdowns using the weapon too, which is amazing. Oh, that just went like right freaking through her. Okay, there we go. I definitely feel like the two-handed is definitely a lot better with this sword. It just feels a lot more comfortable, because this is like a nice middle ground in terms of like a long sword and a short sword. It's like just in the middle where you can still contain it in a one arm, but overall I think you're gonna have a better time using this with two hands, just because like the weapon handling and all that type of stuff and just the power behind your hits is gonna be a lot more consistent using it this way. Telekinesis feels freaking awesome with it though. Holy cow, does that feel good. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, you know what? I want to see how the deflections work on this thing too, if they actually deflect towards the enemies. That one did work. Okay, so you can still deflect using the War Sword on here too. That is a ooh, wait, I just got that stuck in the staff? How did I even do that? Get off of me! Overall, with this weapon, I feel like your best ability is going to be getting the overhead slashes or even just jabs. Because, like, just the regular slashing, it's alright. But a lot of time, you just knock the enemies down and you don't really get a good cut. I just feel like you're going to have a lot better time getting a jab than you are going to have anything else with this weapon. This thing just has some incredible power in terms of its, like, jabbing damage and also its reach. Because the biggest thing about a lot of these weapons is you want to play your distance, especially if you have a weapon to this capability. Like, just look how buttery smooth these jabs are. They are incredible. Like, oh, it just feels so freaking satisfying to use. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that guy. What the heck? I mean, that's one way to do it. And we'll get another flip. Yeah, get off my blade, please. I love the reach of this weapon. It just feels so solid. Like, I love it, dude. It just feels great. The weapon just, it fits. This guy's trying to get all up in my grill. Like, relax, man. Relax. Whew. Okay, decaps and dismemberments feel really nice with it. I want to see if I can get a smooth decap, though. I haven't been able to get just one good slice with it. We've gotten the arms, but we haven't been able to get the head. I just want a smooth decapitation. Yeah, you can just see, like, by these side hits, you're not going to get as much power behind it. But maybe another thing we could try is just by going at, like, I don't know, maybe a larger swing. Because it feels like anytime I go from here to the hit, it just kind of stops. It doesn't go, like, all the way through. But maybe if we just kind of had a slower swing, but from further away, we might have a little bit more work to do with this thing. All right, you're going down. I'm sorry, Sonny. Oh, right in your freaking foot, man. Right in your Achilles. Got you right in your Achilles heel. One thing I definitely noticed too is you can't just continuously swing this thing, because like if you go at a certain speed, it's just, you're not gonna get the damage that you're looking for with this weapon. But as I've said before, the jabs feel ultimately satisfying with this thing, and I feel like that's the type of combat you're really gonna be looking for when using this weapon. I'm gonna take you back. Oh, he's got an arrow. Uh-oh. See if we can block it. Oh, I almost had it. I almost freaking had it. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, we freaking hit that. I don't know if I'm gonna have to slow-mo it, but we actually got it off of that. That was crazy. Ooh, holy crap, look at those slashy poos. Oh god, we got some more arrows coming in. Okay, let's go and try to use the telekinesis and see how well this thing works. This was one thing with the maul that I really didn't like. Like, the weight of it just didn't feel like it had enough power behind the telekinesis use. But I'm sure that this one might actually be able to get decapitation when using this. So one second, can you just chill out while I'm trying to work on this guy? I mean, you can already tell it's got a lot of power behind it. It literally can pick up an enemy. Like, if I just go and throw the blade right in there and then try to spin, it can pick him up from the amount of power this thing has. Like, look at this. That feels so good. The weapon combat is just amazing. Ah, my hand. Ah. That was my hand on a wall. Gotta be kidding me. I literally just got my wisdom teeth taken out. And then now I just punched a freaking wall. This is really helping the healing process. Man, I just got so into using this war blade that I didn't even realize where it was in my play space. What's happening to me, man? What's happening? Ow. That freaking hurts so bad. I wonder if you guys can hear that in the mic. All I felt was instant pain. Like, I've hit the wall a lot harder than that, but for some reason, it must have just been the angle I hit that corner. Woo! That freaking I haven't hit my wall in such a long time with VR. That is crazy to me that I even did that. Like, I'm usually pretty good about, like, moderating my play space. But I guess that time, I didn't realize where I was. All right, let's go and try to throw some fire on this bad boy and see how well it handles the imbuement. And also just the combat alone, maybe we'll be able to get some more powerful hits using this thing. Ooh, okay. And then maybe, oh, the piercing of it is super freaking smooth. Like, incredibly smooth. Like, you don't even have to really get a jab. You just kind of, it just kind of slides right in. Like, look at how smooth that combat is. Like, literally, I can just jab the leg, and she's done. All I have to do is just walk, burn, and she's dead. Like, that quick. I don't even, it's so buttery smooth. Only thing is though, I wonder if it's in this recent update that they made the imbuments not last as long, but I swear I only get about 3 to 4 hits before my imbuement is just, it's gone. Like totally just gone. That must be for every weapon though, because that was even with the maul too, so I'm questioning if it's with every single weapon in the game now. I was thinking initially that it could have just been with the maul, but it definitely is not just that. As for combating the lightning, this feels good. It looked like he must have got my finger and maybe lose my my contact with the weapon there. But lightning feels very good. Literally a single jab, these guys are just thrown right down. I think it literally only takes 1 hit and they're already dead, which is just, that's wild to me. Okay. Look at that. Just 1 simple swing, they're down, and then literally you can finish them off. Or sometimes you can literally get it off the first jab, and they're goners. There's no chance of survival with these guys. Not to mention the effects on this thing just look incredible. Like graphics-wise, whew, it looks nice. And just like the fire imbuement, this thing has no struggle. Just going right in and ending it. Like, it is so simple for its combat. Give me a dismemberment! I need your head to be gone. I do want to get one of those, so I'm going to go back to my fire and see if maybe that combat might be able to get a better decapitation. Oh, looks like we're going back to lightning, I guess. Thank you. Gosh, I just can't get a decapitation. That's what I look forward to in my Blade and Sorcery runs, is just getting a solid, just slice and dice. You know what I mean? That's all I need. Holy crap. A death animation, man. Might make it a little bit worse that way. All right, now it's time to go and test the parrying with this weapon. I just want to really, like, experience how well the handling is and see how it holds up against these enemies while they're using some shorter range weapons. Oh, he went and missed that shot. Try it again. I wish there was a way to use the blade and, like, rip the weapon up. I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you caught it in this, you could, like, rip the weapon out of their hand. That'd be so freaking cool. You know what? I bet this is gonna look incredible with this weapon. Okay, you go to the wall. Sword, meet gal. Oh my god, man. And the weapon just stays there. Look at how stiff that thing is. Okay, I think you've lived there long enough. I'm sorry. The amount of damage this weapon can actually cause is just incredible. I love this freaking thing. And it's just so satisfying to use. I feel like this weapon is just in the middle of being able to be, like, one-handed. Like, you can still do it for the most part. Like, if I need to walk up and just get, like, a quick jab, it's gonna work. But overall, for, like, your actual overhead swings and, like, just side shots and slashes or even just blunt hits, like, you're gonna have a lot better time using 2 hands just for that weapon control. Because just the way this weapon was made, it feels a lot more alike to a longsword than it does anything like the antique swords or the reverend swords or anything along those lines. Oh my god, dude. Suffer. Oh, someone's trying to be a little sneaky, huh? Oh, weird. I can't believe that actually works okay with its movement. I was thinking this would be really, really awkward, but I think with the one hand, this might actually work for getting just like those other angles to get a jab on. If I could just get a punch and then maybe just a... Oh, man. That's kind of a new way to use it. I mean, it's definitely not intended to be used that way, but... That actually really works. What? I'm really surprised that that works as well as it does. It shouldn't work that well. It really shouldn't. Oh my god, you can just throw them right over you. On you go. Yeah. Okay, you are gonna get yeeted. Okay, come here. Yeah. Oh my god, man. I freaking love this. Oh, the pain. The pain. Onto the cement. Beautiful. Just look at the amount of distance we got between me and him with this thing, though. That thing is not even half the size of the sword. So we just have so much versatility in terms of just like our parries and the ability to block any of his attacks that are coming in, which leave us with like any types of openings in terms of this combat. Like the weapon overall has a really good control and just, I don't know, overall, I'm really enjoying the use of this weapon, strangely enough, because most of the time when it comes to anything to this nature, I'm usually a little bit, you know, a little bit less excited to use a weapon to this caliber because I like my light, short weapons, but most of the weapons in Blade and Sorcery are very good. But it's just the fact, like, I prefer to use some of them. But as for the War Sword, this thing is really good. I'm enjoying my time with it. I mean, you can tell how much I'm enjoying it with how the blade is just literally bathed in blood, and my entire character is literally red now, so that is a thing. So if you guys are looking for a weapon to use, I would recommend the War Sword, man. This thing is fun. Like, the fact that I can just go and jab and then throw them over my shoulder, that is so freaking awesome to have that type of weapon handling. Let's go and try to throw some gravity on this thing, because I haven't had a chance to really use this yet. Gravity time! Look at you float away. Ha ha! Yes. Gravity, you sound amazing, you look amazing, and you act amazing. Everything about you is just beautiful. The gravity spell has become one of my favorite spells in Blade and Sorcery now ever since this update. Like, there is nothing that just competes with this thing. It is so beast. Like, there are so many things that are good about the gravity spell that I can't explain. Oh, just look at the opening that it leaves you with that. And just making the enemies weightless. Like, this is just incredible. All right, let's wait for the bow. Let's wait for it to shoot. Listen for the sound. Awesome. We actually got the deflection on that. Yes, that works so freaking well. God, the gravity with all the blood on here just looks insane, man. I forget how good the imbued weapons actually feel, because I've gotten so used to just using, like, modded weapons and not really doing anything with any of the imbuements, but this just shows how much this game can do when you just add some extra spells to these weapons. Listen to the sound of the gravity. Holy crap, that sounds awesome. Come back down. Ha ha ha! Yes, you have joined the Death Club, my friend. You are now dead with all of your friends. This weapon's got so much power behind it, and I love it, man. The best part about using this, too, is if I combine it using this gravity and just giving myself an opening, that really is where this weapon shines. It just allows you to just, boom, now he's open, and you get your jab. It's so perfect to use it this way. Or even if I wanted to go like this, I think get a slash on his neck, or anywhere that I could get, for that matter. Like, it works in such an easy way. And it's so satisfying to use in this game. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I think that's gonna be where we call this video. As for a ranking on the War Sword, I would like to say this is a solid 8. Like, it's definitely not my weapon of choice, but overall, the versatility, the weapon handling, the amount of damage that it does, this weapon overall with the imbuements, the handling, everything, man, it just feels like a solid weapon. Like, this just encapsulates the blade of Blade and Sorcery. So if you guys want another fun weapon to use and you play either on Nomad or the PCVR version, please be sure to go and give the War Sword a shot. And thank you to all the people over in the comments section that ended up recommending this weapon. I had an absolute blast using this thing. But yeah, if you guys did end up enjoying this video and would like to see more content made on some more Blade and Sorcery VR, then be sure to smash the motherfucking thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, so you guys can stay up to date with all the VR content we post. And also on top of that, if you have any other recommendations of other weapons to use for this series, be sure to let me know by dropping a comment down in the comment section below. But yeah, other than that, guys, that's gonna be it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, keep it toasty, my friends. Laters.